Hello and welcome to the IGCSE Physical Education course. My name is Mr. Lefevre and I'm Head of PE, and I'm going to take you through the following presentation, which should hopefully inspire a lot of you to be taking the course from September 2021. So before I go through the two-year course, it's worth reading this, and I'll let you read this in your own time. These quotes from the World Health Organization, which outline how crucial physical activity is. More so now than ever, it's an important part of our daily lives. It has to become a lifelong habit, and within schools we have the opportunity to really provide our students with the knowledge and the know-how for them to take physical activity on with them into later life. Why should you choose physical education? Well, we feel it's the only subject which will actually challenge you physically and mentally. It's going to provide you a real in-depth knowledge about why we do physical activity and how we do it to the best of our ability. And you're going to learn about some exciting new topics. And finally, for a lot of you, hopefully it will lead to a career in sport, whether it's a sports scientist or sports psychologist. The list goes on, and it's growing year on year. So what we learn on the two-year course, in the theory side, you'll go through 4 key modules, highlighted in green here. The first module, anatomy and physiology. A lot of this is actually covered in science, so it's fantastic. This can actually help you with your GCSE science massively, and vice versa. Science helps us out a bit here as well. Aside from those 4 key modules on the theory side, there's also the practical element, and you'll submit your 4 best sports from a wide range of 44 different physical activities, and we'll sit down together and we'll help the student go through all these processes. So what are lessons like? Well, there'll be 3 lessons a week, a single lesson to focus on the theory content, those 4 exciting key modules. As well as this, there's the double lesson, which will help students prepare for the practical element of the course, and will help students along the way to accumulate that video evidence to submit to the examiner. Within these double lessons as well, we can also cover some of the theory content, but we can do it in an active way. So we might be out on the field or in the sports hall learning about training methods or fitness testing methods. All this can help prepare the students for their exam in May. How will you be assessed? So as you can already tell, there's a theory side and a practical side. Both sides are worth 50%. The theory side ends with an exam in year 11 in May, and that will be an hour and 45-minute exam on all those 4 key modules which you'll have covered, and we'd help the students through. There'll also be the practical element where the students will have submitted their 4 favourite sports, their 4 best sports at the end of the 2 years, with video evidence, and will support and help the students through this process. As well as doing day-to-day lessons such as your theory lessons in school and your basketball and football, we also like to take students out into the wider community to give, and that might be to do an event such as athletics at the FB Fields or swimming at the Quennevais Sports Centre, to try and cover some of the practical side of the course, or it might be to get a real good understanding of the theory side of the course by seeing it in action, going to the hospital and seeing how cardiovascular system testing is carried out, or going to a sports centre such as Strive or the Quennevais Sports Centre to see how the sports management is carried out. When the student is assessed practically, there are 7 different areas where the students can choose sports from. There's the games activity area, where there are around 20 different sports for the students to undertake, whether it's rugby, basketball, netball, hockey, football. There's the gymnastic activities, rhythmic gymnastics, artistic gymnastics. The athletic activities, so we have, as well as the track and field, we also have cross country, we have weight training. The final 4 areas which you can choose a sport from are OAA, outdoor adventurous activities, swimming, dance, or combat activities. As well as the usual 3 lessons during the school week in IGCSE PE, we also provide the students with lots of extracurricular opportunities. They will be able to play sport against other schools at a higher level in order to practice and hone their skills for the practical element of the course. There'll also be theory revision sessions after school, where students can come along and fill in any gaps in their knowledge which they may have, and give them that confidence ahead of their final exam in the May of year 11. Okay, finally, hopefully you feel inspired to take the IGCSEP course. If if you have a real passion for sport, then we'd love you to take the course. If you'd like to be challenged both physically and mentally, again, this is the course for you. And we can't wait to see you in September 2021 so we can start our journey. Thanks for listening. Bye bye.